Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. This is Vegas Gig Life and I am your host, the Wiz or the Delivery Wiz. It doesn't matter, whichever one you like. You can even go by my regular name, Eric. So whichever you prefer. It is Thursday, April 22nd and it is 2:53 p.m. We are going to start at 3 o'clock. So far, I have not gotten any decent InstaCart offers nor Frayt. And any of the good ones that were there were instantly snapped up as usually. And if you are a gig worker, you probably feel this pain all the time, as well as yours truly. It's brutal, but it is what it is. So most likely what I'll do is some Uber rideshare because we are still on standard mode, which means I'm at 23%. I have all the other metrics or statistics that are needed to get to this preferred mode or prior, I don't remember. I see so many modes on these apps, it's hard to remember all of them, and I'm not going to look. Anybody who does Uber rideshare knows exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to set an area filter for the Northwest. It goes for 2 hours. I'm going to take probably every ride that I have from there to get above 25% and build a buffer. And then after that, most likely we'll see what happens. I would like to do some DoorDash. I scheduled a block in Summerlin from 5 to 9. I don't know how that's going to go, if I'm going to do anything, but I'm not trying on DoorDash to get the 100 deliveries in 30 days and all that stuff for platinum, because we've been down that road before and we don't believe in it anymore. I'm hovering around 50% acceptance there. It's probably going to plummet just because I'm not going to take a bunch of trash like I used to just to make content, because as we already know, it's no good unless something drastic has changed, which I haven't seen anywhere on the internet. It's still pretty much the same. And I don't like the revolving 100 deliveries in 30 days. I like the old static way, get 30 in a month, and then you had it for a month no matter what. Then you could set your own schedule. Didn't have to remember if you did 10 a month ago or whatnot, and suddenly go from platinum down to silver or whatever. So with that said, we got about 5 minutes before it's 3 o'clock, and you know, hopefully we do well. I plan on really working 6 hours today. So this is going to be what can you do on a Thursday in Vegas, gig wise, and making 6 hours from 3 to 9 o'clock. And hopefully I can make it the whole 6 hours. It doesn't sound like a lot, but sometimes it gets a little tedious, especially in the rush hour traffic for rideshare. Anyhow, glad you're returning. And if you're new, thanks for coming on and checking out the channel. We really need watch hours to get remonetized. I said that in the previous video. So we're going to really push hard to long video get monetized. And I'll go back to making some of the shorts eventually when I figure out how to do it a little more properly and not get the reuse content demonetization from YouTube. So with that said, sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelts. Get ready for another wild ride with the Wiz and Vegas Gig Life. Let's get going. Okay, we're just about set to turn on Uber. Like I said, I'm going to set the area filter for just my zone for right now and just try to take everything so I can get above the 25% and build a little bit of a buffer. Because the other night when I was doing it, I felt like whenever I would drop a ride off or I would stop taking requests, it resets and then it would give me some long ride and I'd have to reject. So that's why I should have already been at 25%, but I had to reject like 4 because they just weren't advantageous for this driver. All right, the first one of the day, even though I didn't want to take it, is this. It's heading south. 482 for 5 miles. It's not that great, but like I said, we're just gonna pretty much take everything. Let's get the Apple CarPlay on, and we're on our way. Some cheap first ride, but hopefully it leads to more. I put up the mount for the camera to record the person in the back. I may or may not do that at some point tonight. I feel it's pretty fun when I do that and then gray out the person's face. But anyhow, we're on our way. All right, I'm back with a in-shift update. It is 5:16. We are now off the 2-hour area preference. We did pretty well, but we haven't looked yet to see if we have bumped up to that advantage mode. So let's go ahead and take a look. Profile. Oh, bam! We're now in advantage mode on Uber for rideshare. I'm not doing any food delivery because there's too many bad orders and there's no way. You'd have to take some trash. So I unchecked that as opportunities. You know, in the opportunities area, I unchecked that. So we're at 30% acceptance now, which I said I was going to build a buffer. So we're up there, as you can see. And a 4% cancellation, which is great. 100% satisfaction. I've never gotten a bad review on Uber, which is kind of crazy because, you know, you're not always going to get a good review, even if you smile and do everything right. And then the 5-star rating. So we're all in the good parameters. And, you know, now we got this advantage mode. Now let's just click on advantage mode and we'll read it real quick. I think I know what it says and does. Earn 5% more on trips. Priority matching at the airport. La 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 la. Okay, so now we're gonna give it a shot. But before we get into that, we reserved a shift from 5 to 9, like I said earlier, on DoorDash. I paused it. We have 19 minutes left. I'm just going to unpause it, and just for entertainment purposes only, let's just kind of see what kind of offer we get right in the height of the dinner rush. Oh, and I'm not even in the zone. How the heck am I not in the zone? I'm just outside the zone. Oh my gosh. So I'm not even in the zone. It wants me to switch. I don't want to switch zones. So it's going to have me drive back up there. So I'm going to pause again for right now and go back to Uber. DoorDash isn't the end. Make me break me today. I just was really trying to get that percent up on Uber, and as you can see, we did. And let's just kind of see if we're going to make any more money. And the first 2 hours, I'm going to tell you, were fantastic. Okay? And I'll share that with you later at the end of the video. And and welcome back for update number 2. It is 8:37, so we are 5.5 hours into this shift, and so far we've done 14 trips on Uber. 148.89 is the total. Not too bad. It got a little rough in there. Of course, I got shuffled over to the strip, and some of these people just don't tip on the strip, and that's just the way it is. Otherwise, some of the other rides, very good tips. I'll share that at the end. But I drove over to the TNC, which is the airport parking lot for airport pickups, and we're going to pick up one to go back up by where I live, and then we'll call it and add it all up and see what we got. So again, sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelt. We're at the airport parking lot. Hopefully we're going to get a banger. You know what? I'm going to leave the camera roll and let's see what we can catch live. All right, we matched the trip. It is 13 miles, 1628, possibility of a tip. So let's go get these people and drop them off. It's not quite all the way to my neighborhood, but it's on the way, good enough for me. We're on our way. And here we are. We are finished for the night. It is now 9:36, but when I finished, it was 12 after 9. I drove to meet some friends at Santa Fe Casino, so I'm in the parking garage. That's where the Wiz is at currently to finish up this video, because the ride I took from the airport wasn't too far from here, and that's why I took it as well. That ride was $16.38, I believe. I haven't got a tip on that one, so it was a single woman from Detroit, and I believe she was in town for a friend's party. She's a 20-something, so it is what it is. I would have taken the ride with tip or no tip because it was going to where I wanted to end up. So it is a win-win. Sometimes you do that. You take a ride to get you to where you're going, and it pays for your ride home, and then you get home. And Santa Fe Casino is about 6 or 7 minutes from my driveway to their parking garage, or from the parking garage to my driveway. So it was a win. Most of the time the airport rides will tip, so you know, it's a rare occurrence and it's no big deal. Anyhow, we did 165.17 in the 6 hours on a Thursday night from 3 to 9 p.m. And most of it was on the Advantage mode, which we got earlier after like the first 2 hours. And let's just take a look. The 165.17 is about 28 bucks an hour. It's not real good money. It's not real bad money. The first 2 hours were good. I made $68 in the first 2 hours, but after that, like I said, I was just going to take every ride and build up a buffer, and then it was short ride, or short ride, lots of traffic, no tip. For the night, I believe we made $40 in tips today, which is pretty good. $41.21 in tips. That's pretty darn good. But the next 4 hours was pretty rough. So thanks to all the people who tipped. And here at Vegas Gig Life, we definitely appreciate tips, so thank you very much. Let's just take a look at what our numbers are at now. Now I'm at a 38% acceptance rate. I would have figured it was higher. 4% cancellation still, 5-star Uber rating, still perfect there, and 100% satisfaction rate. So we're in good shape. I will share in the next video or so the breakdowns of each offer sheet of the Advantage mode. So what I noticed today was like it was adding another 38 cents or so. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. But when I was at the airport, man, did I get some trip radars very quickly. And I'm telling you, next time I'm over there, I am going to pan the camera around so you guys can see. It is jam-packed, people fighting for spots to park. It's almost like bumper cars there. It's so crazy. And just like that, it's the end of today's video. I sure hope you enjoyed this ride along. It was a lot of fun for me. I'm finally back in the saddle of making videos again. So here we are, 27 and some change per hour. It is what it is. Thursday night, 3 to 9 p.m., 6-hour shift. Part Advantage mode, part standard mode, but now moving forward, it's all going to be Advantage mode because I'm not going to let it drop below 25%. So we can test this market and really see if this Advantage mode is anything really to write home about. It's too early to tell, but it'll probably be like what I felt with the Lyft priority mode. Wasn't even available in Vegas, so I didn't even get to test it, so it's garbage. Anyhow, thanks for joining me. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you guys next time.